Have you ever had a busy day at work where you learned new things and helped with something important? Well, today's story is all about how I spent my day at the office, working with my team, helping organize a big event, and feeling proud of everything I did. Come along and see how each small task made me feel more confident and ready for tomorrow. Let's jump into this adventure together and learn how English can help you tell your own story. Hello, friends. How are you doing? I hope all is well. Have you been practicing your English? I trust that you have. Today, I want to share an interesting story with you. It's about my first day at a new job. Through this story, you'll pick up some useful English words and phrases. Let's dive in. It was a bright and sunny morning. My alarm clock buzzed loudly. Beep, beep, beep. I reached over, turned it off, and sat up in bed. A mix of excitement and nerves filled me because this was my first day at work. After taking a deep breath, I walked to the window. The sky was a beautiful shade of blue, and the sun was shining brightly. I smiled and thought, what a perfect day to start something new. I headed to the bathroom and splashed cold water on my face. It was refreshing. Then, I brushed my teeth carefully because I wanted to look my best. When I was done, I looked in the mirror, smiled, and told myself, "You've got this." Feeling a little more confident, I opened my closet to pick out an outfit. I chose a crisp, clean shirt and paired it with my favorite pants and shoes. After fixing my hair, I grabbed my bag and checked the time. It was time to go. I walked into the kitchen, where everything felt calm and peaceful. Opening the fridge, I pulled out 2 eggs, a loaf of bread, and my favorite juice. I quickly cracked the eggs into a pan, and the sizzle filled the air. As the eggs cooked, I toasted some bread. Once everything was ready, I sat down to eat. The eggs were soft and warm. The toast was perfectly crunchy, and the juice tasted sweet and refreshing. It was the kind of breakfast that gave me energy for the day ahead. After cleaning up, I checked the clock again. It was almost time to leave. I slipped into my coat, grabbed my bag, and laced up my shoes. Stepping outside, I quietly shut the door and walked to the bus stop. There were a few people already there, some busy with their phones and others chatting with one another. The bus arrived shortly, a big red one with a loud engine. As the door opened with a hiss, I stepped on board and found a seat by the window. Looking out, I watched the world go by, feeling both curious and excited about what lay ahead. As the bus moves through the lively city, I gaze out of the window, taking in the hustle and bustle around me. There are cars zooming by, people walking in groups, and a few riding bicycles. The energy of the city is contagious, and though I feel a bit nervous, I remind myself to breathe deeply and relax. It's my first day at work, and I want to soak in every moment. The bus continues its journey past shops, restaurants, and parks. The green trees sway gently under the bright sun, creating a perfect harmony of nature and urban life. Eventually, the bus slows down and comes to my stop. I step off and find myself in front of a tall office building with shiny windows reflecting the sunlight. As I walk inside, the cool air from the lobby greets me, and I spot a sign that says welcome. A kind receptionist smiles at me warmly and hands me a badge with my name, Kevin, on it. Pinning it to my shirt, I thank her as she directs me to the third floor. I step into the elevator, press the button, and feel a slight thrill as it moves upward. The doors open with a soft ding, and I walk into a spacious, modern office. The office is bright and organized, with rows of desks, each equipped with computers. People are busy working. Some are typing quickly on their keyboards, while others are engaged in phone conversations. The energy in the room makes me both excited and eager to begin. I approach my desk, where my boss, Mr. Parker, is waiting for me with a welcoming smile. "Welcome to the team, Kevin," he says, shaking my hand. "Thank you," I reply, feeling at ease. Mr. Parker shows me my desk, which is by a large window offering a stunning view of the city below. My computer is set up, and everything is neatly arranged. Mr. Parker introduces me to a few of my coworkers. "This is Lily," he says, gesturing to a woman with a friendly smile. "Hi, I'm Lily." "Welcome," she says. "Hi, I'm Kevin. Nice to meet you," I reply. Next, he introduces me to Noah, who looks up from his computer and says, "Hey, Kevin, glad to have you here." "Thank you, Noah," I respond, feeling more at home with every introduction. Soon, it's time to start my first task. Mr. Parker hands me a folder and says, "Please go through these emails and prepare a report." I sit at my desk and begin reading through the emails, carefully noting down new words in my notebook. Some emails are quick and straightforward, while others are lengthy, but I stay focused, determined to do my best. After typing the report, I review my work thoroughly before sending it to Mr. Parker. A sense of pride washes over me. I've completed my first assignment. Just then, the clock strikes noon, and it's time for lunch. I head to the break room, feeling accomplished and ready for what's next. In the break room, I see Lily preparing a sandwich while Noah sips his coffee. "Hi, how's your day going?" I ask, placing my lunch on the table. "It's good," Lily replies with a warm smile. "How about you?" "It's my first day," I say, "but everything is going great so far." We all sit together at the table, Lily with her salad, Noah with his soup, and me with my sandwich. The conversation flows easily as we chat about work, share a few laughs, and exchange tips. It feels good to connect with them, and I feel lucky to be surrounded by such friendly coworkers. After lunch, I return to my desk with renewed energy. There are more emails waiting for me, and I get to work replying to messages from my boss and team. Each task I complete boosts my confidence. By the end of the day, Mr. Parker stops by my desk. "You did well today, Kevin," he says with an encouraging smile. "Keep it up." "Thank you," I reply, smiling back. It's time to wrap up for the day. I grab my bag, wave goodbye to my colleagues, and step out of the office. The day was long, but it was filled with new experiences, and I feel proud of what I've accomplished. At the bus stop, I reflect on my first day as I wait for the familiar red bus. When it arrives, I climb aboard and find a seat by the window. The streets are quieter now, and as the bus moves through the city, I watch the lights twinkling in the evening. I feel a mix of happiness and excitement, already looking forward to what tomorrow will bring. The next morning, my alarm clock rings again. Ding, ding, ding. I turn it off and sit up in bed, stretching and smiling. It's a new day, and I feel eager to head back to work. After washing my face with cool water and brushing my teeth, I stand in front of the mirror. My reflection looks fresh, and I feel ready to start the day. I pick out my clothes, a crisp shirt, neat pants, and my favorite shoes. Once I fix my hair and sling my bag over my shoulder, I check the time. It's almost time to leave. As I step outside and close the door gently behind me, the fresh morning air fills my lungs. At the bus stop, a few people are waiting. Some are chatting, while others are scrolling through their phones. I join the line and wait patiently. Soon, the big red bus appears, its engine humming as it slows to a stop. I get on and find my usual seat by the window. As the bus rolls through the busy streets, I see cars, bicycles, and people going about their day. The city buzzes with energy, and I can't help but feel a little nervous but mostly excited. It's only my second day, and I'm ready to take a deep breath and tell myself, "You've got this." The bus continues its journey through the bustling city. Outside, I see colorful shops, cozy cafes, and lively parks. The trees sway gently in the breeze, their green leaves glowing under the bright sun. The bus stops at several places, picking up more passengers until it's nearly full. I glance at the map on the wall to ensure my stop is coming soon. When the bus finally reaches my station, I step off and head toward the office building. Its tall structure gleams in the sunlight, the windows reflecting the morning sky. As I walk through the automatic doors, the cool air inside greets me, and I feel a sense of calm. The receptionist, Emma, smiles warmly at me. "Good morning," she says cheerfully. "Good morning," I reply, smiling back. It feels good to be here again. I ride the elevator up to the third floor. When the doors open, the familiar buzz of activity greets me. People are focused on their tasks, typing, making calls, and moving about the office. I head to my desk, where everything is organized and ready for the day. Just then, Mr. Parker approaches with his usual friendly demeanor. "Good morning, Kevin. How was your night?" "Good morning, Mr. Parker. It was great, thank you," I reply with a smile. "Wonderful," he says. "Today, you'll be helping with a new project. Let me explain." He guides me to a meeting room where a few colleagues are already seated. Lily and Noah are there, smiling and waving at me. I wave back and take a seat. Mr. Parker begins explaining the project. "We need to organize these files and send emails to our clients," he says. "Kevin, you'll be working with Lily and Noah on this task." I feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. Taking out my notebook, I jot down the key points as Lily hands me a folder filled with documents. "Here are the files we'll be organizing," she says. "Let us know if you have any questions." "Got it," I reply, opening the folder. The documents vary. Some are short and straightforward, while others are detailed and require careful attention. I read through each one, noting the main points in my notebook. Lily and Noah are helpful whenever I have questions, making the work feel manageable. After some time, we finish organizing the files. Mr. Parker stops by to review our progress. He scans the documents and nods approvingly. Great job, everyone. This looks excellent. His words fill me with pride, and I'm eager to take on the next challenge. It's time to send the emails to the clients. Lily shows me how to write a polite and professional email. I carefully type my first email, making sure it's clear and respectful. When I hit the send button, I feel a sense of accomplishment. Soon, it's lunchtime. Lily, Noah, and I head to the break room, where a few colleagues are already chatting and enjoying their meals. Lily unwraps her sandwich, and Noah digs into his salad. I take out my lunch, a simple but delicious sandwich, and join them at the table. How's the project coming along? Noah asks, taking a sip of his coffee. It's going well, I reply. I'm learning so much already. We laugh and share some lighthearted stories about work and life. The break feels refreshing, and I enjoy the camaraderie. After lunch, I return to my desk and check my inbox. There are a few messages from clients, and I reply promptly, making sure to use the skills Lily taught me. The afternoon flies by as I focus on my tasks, double-checking everything for accuracy. Before I know it, the day is coming to an end. Mr. Parker stops by my desk, his kind smile putting me at ease. You did an excellent job today, Kevin, he says. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Mr. Parker, I reply, feeling a surge of pride. As the office starts to quiet down, I gather my belongings, wave goodbye to my colleagues, and make my way to the bus stop. See you tomorrow, Lily calls out with a smile. Have a great evening, I reply, stepping out into the fresh evening air. The bus arrives, and I find a seat by the window. As the bus begins its journey, I watch the city bathed in the warm hues of the setting sun. The streets buzz with life, but I feel calm and content. Reflecting on the day, I feel proud of my progress. Each moment is a step forward, and I'm starting to feel more comfortable in my role. As the bus carries me home, I look forward to what tomorrow will bring. As the bus moves through the city, I see shops, restaurants, and parks along the way. The trees look lush, and the sunlight reflects off the glass windows of tall buildings. The city feels alive and vibrant, which makes me smile. However, I also feel a little nervous. After all, it's only my third day at work, and I'm still learning how everything works. The bus stops and I get off, making my way to the office building. The automatic doors slide open as I step inside, and the cool air makes me feel calm. The receptionist greets me warmly. Good morning, Kevin, she says with a cheerful smile. Good morning, I reply, nodding politely. I head to the elevator and press the button for the third floor. When the doors open, the office buzzes with activity as usual. People are typing on their computers, answering phone calls, and moving about with purpose. At my desk, I turn on my computer, ready to start the day. Soon, Mr. Parker approaches with his usual friendly demeanor. Good morning, Kevin, he says. Today, I'd like you to work with Lily and Noah on a new task. We need to organize some files and prepare a detailed report. I know you'll do a great job. Good morning, Mr. Parker, I reply. I'll get started right away. Lily and Noah are already seated at their desks. They smile and wave as I approach. Hi, Kevin. Ready for today? Lily asks enthusiastically. Yes, let's get to it. I reply confidently. We gather in the meeting room, where Mr. Parker has left a stack of files for us to review. The files contain detailed information, some of which is straightforward, while other parts require more effort to understand. I jot down unfamiliar words in my notebook, and Lily patiently explains their meanings. Noah also helps clarify some sections, and soon, I feel more confident. Together, we categorize the information and organize the files efficiently. Once that's done, Lily guides me on how to start the report. I follow her example, carefully typing out the necessary details while Noah double-checks the data to ensure accuracy. I feel grateful to work with such supportive and knowledgeable colleagues. As the clock nears lunchtime, we decide to take a break and head to the break room. Some of our coworkers are already there, chatting and enjoying their meals. Lily unwraps her sandwich while Noah opts for soup. I take out my lunch and join them at the table. We talk about the progress we've made and laugh over a few lighthearted jokes. It's a relaxing moment that strengthens our bond as a team. I feel motivated and ready to tackle the rest of the day. After lunch, we head back to our desks, feeling refreshed. I open my email and start replying to a few messages from clients. My inbox also has some new files that need reviewing. I go through them one by one, making notes and ensuring all the details are correct. The afternoon seems to pass quickly as I focus on finishing the report. Once it's complete, I send it to Mr. Parker for review. A few minutes later, he walks over to my desk, holding the report. Well done, Kevin, he says with a proud smile. You're improving every day. Thank you, Mr. Parker, I reply, feeling a sense of accomplishment. As the day comes to an end, I gather my things. I place my notebook into my bag and grab my jacket. Before leaving, I wave goodbye to Lily and Noah. See you tomorrow, Kevin, Lily says with a cheerful smile. Have a good evening. Noah adds, Thanks, you too. I reply as I head out of the office. At the bus stop, the evening feels calm. The sky is painted with hues of orange and pink as the sun begins to set. The city seems quieter now, and I feel a sense of peace as I wait for the bus. When it arrives, I get on and find my usual seat by the window. As the bus moves through the streets, I reflect on the day. Completing the report and working with Lily and Noah made me feel more confident about my role. The first few days were a bit overwhelming, but now everything is starting to feel familiar. I'm learning new skills, gaining confidence, and building great relationships with my team. When the bus stops near my home, I step off and walk back to my apartment. The day was long but fulfilling. I feel tired, yet proud of the progress I've made. Tomorrow is a new day, and I'm excited to continue growing and contributing. The next morning, I wake up early as usual. My alarm clock rings loudly. Ding, ding, ding. I turn it off and stretch, taking a deep breath to start the day. I walk to the window and notice the sky is cloudy, with hints of rain. I hope it doesn't pour too much. In the bathroom, I wash my face with cool water, which instantly wakes me up. Afterward, I carefully brush my teeth, making sure they're clean and fresh. When I finish, I look in the mirror. My face looks refreshed, and I feel ready for whatever the day brings. I pick out a clean shirt and my favorite pair of pants from my closet. After putting them on, I feel comfortable and confident. Before leaving my room, I head back to the bathroom to fix my hair. I comb it neatly, ensuring it looks presentable for the day ahead. Ready and motivated, I grab my bag, check the time, and head out the door to catch the bus once again. Feeling confident, I grab my bag and check the time. It's time to leave. Stepping outside, I notice the sky is darker and small drops of rain are beginning to fall. I walk briskly to the bus stop, hoping the bus will arrive soon. A few people are already there, some holding umbrellas while others are busy on their phones. I stand in line, waiting patiently. Soon, the bus arrives. It's a little crowded, but I manage to find a seat by the window. As the bus begins to move, I watch the city transform under the gentle rain. The streets glisten with water, and the cars drive cautiously. The sound of raindrops tapping against the window feels calming, making the bustling city seem slower and more peaceful. Inside the bus, some people are chatting, while others are listening to music or staring at their phones. I enjoy watching the raindrops slide down the glass, feeling a sense of calm even as the city hums around me. The bus stops at various points, picking up more passengers. Eventually, I see my stop and prepare to get off. Stepping into the light rain, I walk quickly toward the office building, not wanting to get too wet. The automatic doors open as I step inside, and a wave of warmth greets me. The receptionist offers her usual friendly smile. "Good morning," she says brightly. "Good morning," I reply with a smile of my own as I head to the elevator. I press the button for the third floor, and as the doors open, I step into the busy office. The familiar sounds of keyboards clicking and phones ringing fill the air. I sit at my desk, turn on my computer, and prepare for the day ahead. Mr. Parker approaches my desk shortly after I settle in. "Good morning, Kevin." He greets me with his usual warm smile. "Good morning, Mr. Parker," I reply cheerfully. "We've got a new project for you today," he says. "You'll be working with Lily and Noah. There's a folder with the details you'll need to review before starting." Excited, I take the folder and begin flipping through the pages. The documents are detailed, but I feel ready to tackle them. I glance over at Lily and Noah, who are both focused on their work. I approach Lily for some clarification. "Could you help me understand a few of these terms?" I ask. "Of course," she replies with a smile, walking me through the difficult parts. I jot down notes in my notebook, grateful for her guidance. As we begin working on the project together, Lily shows me how to organize the files properly, and Noah helps me understand the finer details. Working as a team feels productive and enjoyable, and I'm learning so much with their support. Each task feels like a new opportunity to grow. We work carefully, ensuring every detail is accurate. The tasks are not too difficult, but they require focus and time. I feel proud of the effort we're putting into the project. After some time, we finish organizing the files, and it's time to write the report. Taking a deep breath, I begin typing. The report is important, so I make sure to write clearly and concisely. Lily reviews my work as I go along, providing helpful feedback. "This part looks great," she says, pointing at one section. "But try rephrasing this sentence for better clarity." I listen to her suggestions and make the adjustments. When I finish the report, I double-check it carefully. Satisfied with the final version, I send it to Mr. Parker. A few minutes later, he comes to my desk, holding the report. "Well done, Kevin," he says with a smile. "You're doing excellent work." "Thank you, Mr. Parker," I reply, feeling a sense of accomplishment. It's lunchtime now, so Lily, Noah, and I head to the break room. Several colleagues are already there, chatting and enjoying their meals. Lily has a salad, Noah sips on coffee, and I unpack my sandwich. We sit together, talking about the project and how everything is going. "How do you feel about the report?" Noah asks. "I think it turned out well," I reply. "I've learned a lot today." We chat about other topics too. Lily mentions her upcoming weekend plans, and Noah shares a funny story about his dog. We laugh, enjoying the relaxed atmosphere. It's nice to take a break and connect with my teammates. After lunch, we return to our desks. The afternoon flies by as I respond to emails and help Lily with another task. The workload keeps us busy, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. I notice that I'm becoming more confident in my skills each day. Before the day ends, Mr. Parker stops by to check on our progress. "Great job, everyone," he says, giving us an encouraging nod. "Keep up the excellent work." As the clock strikes 5, I gather my belongings, placing my notebook and other items into my bag. "See you tomorrow," I say to Lily and Noah as I prepare to leave. "Goodbye, Kevin. Have a great evening," they reply warmly. I step outside and make my way to the bus stop. The rain has stopped, leaving the streets glistening under the evening lights. I board the bus and find a seat by the window. Looking out at the city, I reflect on the day. It feels good to know I'm learning and improving. Today was productive and fulfilling, and I'm excited to see what tomorrow will bring. A new opportunity to grow and achieve more. The next morning, I wake up early to the familiar sound of my alarm. Ding, ding, ding. I turn it off and stretch my arms, feeling a little sleepy but ready to start the day. Stepping out of bed, I walk to the window and take a deep breath. The sunlight streams in, and the sky is clear. It's going to be a beautiful day. The sight makes me smile, filling me with energy for what's ahead. I head to the bathroom to wash my face with cool water. It feels refreshing and helps shake off the last bits of sleepiness. After brushing my teeth carefully, I glance in the mirror and smile at my reflection. Feeling fresh and ready, I walk over to my closet and pick out my outfit, a crisp blue shirt and my comfortable black trousers. I check the time. It's almost time to leave. Grabbing my bag, I step outside. The street is alive with activity. A few people are already at the bus stop, some holding cups of coffee while others check their phones. The atmosphere feels lively yet calm. Soon, I see the bus approaching. It's a bit crowded today, but I managed to find a window seat. As the bus begins to move, I glance outside. The city feels different this morning, buzzing with even more energy than usual. People are walking briskly to work, and the streets are lined with cars moving at a steady pace. Looking out the window, I think about the past few days at my new job. I feel more confident now. The initial nervousness is gone, replaced by excitement and a sense of belonging. My team has been supportive, and I enjoy the variety of tasks I get to work on. As the bus winds through the streets, I notice the little details that make this city unique. The laughter of children on the way to school, the vendors setting up their stalls, and the blend of honking cars and distant chatter. There's a rhythm to it all that feels comforting. Finally, the bus stops near my office building. I step off and walk inside, feeling the cool air of the lobby. The receptionist greets me with a warm smile. "Good morning, Kevin," she says cheerfully. "Good morning," I reply, smiling back. I head to the elevator and press the button for the third floor. When the doors open, I step out into the familiar bustle of the office. People are busy at their desks, typing away or talking on the phone. I sit down at my desk and turn on my computer. The screen lights up, and I feel a wave of readiness. Just then, Mr. Parker walks over with his usual friendly demeanor. "Good morning, Kevin," he says. "Good morning, Mr. Parker," I reply. He hands me a folder. "We've got a new project today," he says. "You'll be working with Lily and Noah again. It's an important task, but I know you'll do great." I nod eagerly. "I'll do my best." Mr. Parker smiles. "That's the spirit. Start by reviewing these papers with Lily and Noah. Once you've organized everything, we'll move to the next step." Taking the folder, I feel both challenged and excited. It's going to be another productive day. The next morning, I wake up early again to the sound of my alarm. Ding, ding, ding. I turn it off and stretch, feeling a little tired but determined to start my day. I get out of bed and walk over to the window. The sky is cloudy this morning, and the air feels calm. Though I hope the sun will come out later, the quiet start to the day feels refreshing. I head to the bathroom to wash my face with cool water. It wakes me up instantly and gives me a burst of energy. After brushing my teeth carefully, I smile at my reflection in the mirror. My face looks fresh, and I feel ready to face the day. Walking over to my closet, I choose a simple white shirt and a comfortable pair of navy blue pants. They feel just right for a busy day at work. I check the time. It's almost time to leave. Grabbing my bag, I put on my shoes and step outside. The bus stop is a little busier today. People are chatting softly, some holding their morning coffee while others scroll through their phones. I join the line and wait patiently for the bus to arrive. When it finally comes, I get on and manage to find a window seat. As the bus moves through the city, I look outside and watch the world waking up. The streets are alive with people rushing to their jobs, shops opening their doors, and the faint sounds of the morning hustle. Even though the clouds hide the sun, there's a quiet energy that I enjoy. When the bus reaches my stop, I step off and walk into the office building. The receptionist greets me with a friendly smile. "Good morning, Kevin," she says cheerfully. "Good morning," I reply, feeling her positivity brighten my mood. I head to the elevator and press the button for the third floor. The familiar hum of the office greets me as the doors open. I take my seat at my desk, turn on my computer, and prepare for another day of work. Soon, Mr. Parker walks over with his usual calm and friendly demeanor. "Good morning, Kevin," he says. "Good morning, Mr. Parker," I reply. He hands me a folder and says, "You'll be working with Lily and Noah again today. There's a report to write, and I know you'll do a great job." I nod with enthusiasm. "Thank you. I'll get started right away." With the folder in hand, I walk over to Lily and Noah, who are already at their desks, reviewing some papers. Together, we prepare for the next steps in our project, ready to tackle the day ahead. I go outside and walk to the bus stop. There are a few people already waiting. Some are reading their phones, and others are talking to each other. I stand in line, waiting for the bus to arrive. The bus comes soon, and I get on, finding a seat by the window. As the bus moves through the city, I notice that it's quiet this morning. There are fewer cars and people than usual. The sky looks like it might rain later, and I think about how the weather will change. The bus moves slowly through the streets, and I see people walking with umbrellas. Cars drive carefully as they navigate the wet roads. When I reach the office, I step inside the building. It's warm and quiet, a nice change from the cool weather outside. The receptionist greets me with a friendly smile. "Good morning," she says. "Good morning," I reply, feeling welcomed. I walk to the elevator and press the button for the third floor. Once I reach the office, I sit at my desk and turn on my computer. There are a few new emails waiting for me. Some are about new projects, and others are about upcoming meetings. I read each one carefully to make sure I understand everything, so I can do my job well. Soon, Mr. Parker walks over to my desk. "Good morning, Kevin," he says with a smile. "Good morning, Mr. Parker," I reply. He looks at me and says, "I have something for you today. Please help Lily with the new project. She will explain the details to you." I nod and walk over to Lily's desk. She is sitting at her computer, typing. "Hello, Lily," I say. She looks up and smiles. "Hi, Kevin. I'm glad you're here. We have a new project to work on today. It's about organizing some documents for a new company event." I sit down next to her, and she shows me the papers. Some of them are simple, but others are a little more difficult to understand. "Don't worry," she says. "I'll explain everything to you." She walks me through each document, telling me what it's for. I take notes to help me understand better. We start working together, reading the papers carefully and organizing them. Lily shows me where each paper should go, and I make sure to ask questions if I don't understand something. She's very helpful, and I'm learning a lot from her. After we finish organizing the papers, we start planning for the event. Lily explains that the event will be held next month, and we need to make sure everything is ready on time. We'll need to call some people, make lists, and prepare the venue, she says. I listen carefully and make notes. It sounds like a big job, but I feel excited to be part of it. We work together to make a plan, deciding who will do each task. We write everything down in a notebook. Lily also shows me how to create a schedule for the event. This will help us stay organized, she says. Once we finish planning, it's time to write an email to the team. Lily explains the plan to me, and I help her write the email. We want to make sure everyone understands what to do. I type the email carefully, checking for any mistakes. When it's done, we send it to everyone. It's time for a break. Lily and I walk to the break room, where some of our coworkers are already there. David is drinking a cup of tea, and a few others are talking. I feel happy because the work is interesting, and I'm learning a lot. We talk about the event and how we're preparing for it. After our break, we head back to our desks. I check my emails again and find a few more messages from Mr. Parker. I read them carefully and reply to each one. He thanks me for my hard work and encourages me to keep going. I feel proud of my work. In the afternoon, I help Lily with more tasks. We make a list of things to do for the event, and I write down the tasks. Lily tells me what needs to be done. There's a lot of work, but it feels good to be busy, and I like that I'm able to help. The day goes by quickly. Before I know it, it's time to leave. I stand up, gather my things, and wave goodbye to Lily and David. See you tomorrow, I say. Goodbye, Kevin. Have a good evening, they reply. I leave the office and walk to the bus stop. The weather has cooled, and it's starting to rain. I wait for the bus and think about my day. I worked hard and learned a lot. I learned a lot today, and I'm glad I could help with the new project. I know tomorrow will be another busy day, but I'm ready for it. When the bus arrives, I get on and find a seat. The bus is quiet now, and I look out the window as the rain falls. The city looks peaceful in the rain. I feel happy and tired. It was a good day. The next morning, I wake up early again. The alarm rings loudly. Ding, ding, ding. I turn it off quickly. I feel a little tired, but I get out of bed. I stretch and walk to the window. The sky is clear today, and the sun is shining brightly. I smile because it looks like it's going to be a good day. I go to the bathroom to wash my face. The cold water wakes me up and makes me feel better. After that, I brush my teeth, wanting to keep them clean. I look at myself in the mirror and smile. I'm ready for another day at work. I choose a blue shirt and some comfortable pants. I put them on and check the time. I still have some time before I need to leave. I pick up my bag and put on my shoes. I leave the house and walk to the bus stop. There are a few people waiting. I stand in line and wait for the bus. It comes soon, the doors open, and I get on. I find a seat by the window. The bus isn't full, so I sit comfortably. I look outside. The city is already busy. There are many cars, and people are walking on the streets. When I arrive at the office, I walk inside. The building is cool and quiet. I see the receptionist sitting at her desk. She greets me with a smile. "Good morning," she says. "Good morning," I reply. I walk to the elevator and press the button for the third floor. The doors close, and the elevator moves up. I get off at my floor and walk to my desk. I turn on my computer and check my emails. There are a few new messages, most of them about the new event. Mr. Parker wants me to make a list of all the people we need for the event. I write down the names of the people in the team and those we need to contact. It's important to stay organized. After that, Mr. Parker comes to my desk. "How are you today, Kevin?" he asks. "I'm good, thank you," I reply. "I need your help again," he says. "Please make sure that the emails for the event are ready to be sent out. Some people still need to get the details." I nod and start reading the emails. Some of them are not complete, so I add the missing information. I check everything carefully to make sure it's correct. After I finish, I send the emails to the team. Mr. Parker comes back and looks at my work. "Good job, Kevin," he says. "You're doing great." I feel happy. The morning passes quickly, and before I know it, it's time for a break. I walk to the break room. Lily and David are already there. Lily is eating a sandwich, and David is drinking a cup of coffee. I sit down with them, and we chat about the event. "It's going well," Lily says. "We have a lot to do, but everything is on track." We talk for a while and enjoy our food. After the break, I return to my desk. I see some new emails in my inbox. They are mostly about the event. I answer a few questions from my colleagues. It feels good to help. In the afternoon, Mr. Parker asks me to help Lily with some phone calls. We need to confirm the details of the event with some people. I sit with Lily while she calls the venues. She speaks clearly and writes down the information. I help by making notes. After a few calls, we have all the details we need. The day goes by fast. I help with a few more tasks, make some more lists, and check emails. I feel busy, but it's a good kind of busy. I like helping with the event. It feels important. At the end of the day, I stand up and grab my things. I say goodbye to Lily and David. "See you tomorrow," I say. "Goodbye, Kevin. Have a good evening," they reply. I say with a smile, "Goodbye, Kevin." Lily replies, "Have a nice evening." David says, "Take care." I leave the office and walk to the bus stop. It's a little cooler now. I wait for the bus and think about my day. I learned a lot and helped with the event. I feel proud of the work I did. When the bus comes, I get on. There are fewer people on the bus today, so I can sit by the window. I look outside as the bus drives through the city. The streets are busy, but the sun is setting now, creating a beautiful sight. I feel peaceful and happy. I think about everything I did today. It was a busy day, but I feel good about it. I know I am doing well at my job, and I am learning new things every day. The bus moves slowly, and I enjoy the quiet time. When I get home, I feel a little tired but happy. I sit down and think about tomorrow. I'm ready for another day at work. I feel confident and excited to continue helping with the event. That's the end of today's story. Keep practicing your English every day. You're getting better and better. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. See you again soon.